Morning, beloved. Morning, morning, morning. Good afternoon and good evening. Whenever you choose to watch. We got a little hump up here. I got this eye, this eye that catches balance. And so if it catches balance easily, it also shows when things are not balanced. But that's why I mess with my hair all the time. And I'm a texture kind of person too. So I think it's this combination of things. I'm this beautiful amalgamation of Papa's creation. And I love Papa's creation. I really do. I'm grateful for it. Grateful for me. I'm grateful for you. I am. So for those of you who will be live, thank you for playing with me. You know I like to play. You know that, right? I love to play. So thank you for playing with me. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, yes, yes, yes. And hopefully I'll be able to get back at some point in time. It's good morning, Judith. Welcome. Good morning, honey. It's interesting how we, do that. How we're able to do that. Um, what am I trying to say? It's just at different times it comes up, and I think I respond when no think. I respond when it, is intended, right? So I'm grateful for you hashtagging it and replaying it when it works for you. Thank you, thank you. For those of you who will be on live and I don't know I'm trying to see what that is. For those of you who will, what's the third one? Live, hashtag. Oh, you'll be on and I don't know you on, and I might not never know you on. I can appreciate that. And then there are those of you who will be used by Papa down the road. And I be needing that encouragement to say, "Go, girl, do your thing." Elder Shanks, good morning, sir. It's good to see you live. Good to see you on. Good to see you. And it seemed like congratulations is in order. I've seen a couple of things. And so I know I've said congrats online, but now that I have you in person, congrats for all of the things that is appropriate for. So good to see you this morning. So, beloved, we have been talking about moving to the beat of your own drum. When Papa created you and me, he did break the mold. He did. Because he didn't use the same mold that he used for you, that he used for me, that he used for anyone. So he broke the mold. And that means that since we are of our unique mold by Papa's amazing creative hands, we are not intended, not ever, to show up in the same way. A cookie cutter life is not intended for us. This hump is gonna irritate me. I might as well address it now because it's not gonna work. Much better. That cookie cutter life. I just, you know, so cookie cutter, right? I have to do not cookie cutter. I have to do what works for me. So a cookie cutter life is never intended, because if it were, we wouldn't have the mosaic of humanity. We wouldn't have the mosaic of the spiritual that comes from us, our unique ways of showing up. So, since he didn't use a mold to just manufacture, right, to uh, factory us out, then clearly it was intentional that we would all be different. Sure, we have lots and lots of things in common where we can connect, but there would be this intention of difference for us. this intention of difference. And so, as we think about the intention of difference, I'm just inviting you to move to the beat of your own drum. I am. I'm inviting you to not apologize for your quirkiness, to not apologize for your idiosyncrasies, to not apologize for your lens, the way that you see things, to not apologize for the very unique gifts that you have to bring. I'm just inviting you to that. So on Monday, we talked about living eccentrically. What would that be like for you? What would it be like to be okay with your quirks? To be okay with your quirks, to leverage them, to see that as added value to the universe, the added value to plant life, animal life, to stars and our air quality, added value to humanity, added value to the spiritual world. Good morning, Dorian. Welcome. What would it be like? So that was Monday. And then Tuesday we were on holiday. So this girl was not up at that time in the morning. And then yesterday we talked about, are you honoring your true heartbeat, your unique drum beat, moving to the rhythm of your own, to the beat of your own drum? Are you honoring that? Or are you still looking across the aisleway? Are you still wishing that you had what someone else had? Are you still looking and saying, well, if only I? It's not a good use of your energy. I'm just saying, I get it, been there, done that. Sometimes find myself tripping back there, but I just don't stay so long. I don't go as often because it's such a not a good use of my time when I could turn the lens, the spotlight back on me and say, okay, where are you? Where do you want to go? What are you feeling in your soul? What's the calling? What's the pull? What's the invitation? Let's see how we get there. What's the next step? What's the step that's available for you right now? What's your next step? Because sometimes it's just about that very next step, right? So all the times it's about that very next step. So today, that leads me to today. Your rhythm is beautiful. Your rhythm, it's beautiful. Your rhythm, beloved, is beautiful. Please believe it. Please believe it. Please believe it. Please believe it. I love the way that I show up in life. I just really do. I really do. I'm so very grateful for all of the pieces that came into my being, who I am today. So that was my family history, my family of origin, that beautiful Woods clan that originated, or not originated, but for what we know, Charleston, West Virginia, and it's where we started, and we migrated to, to Detroit, like many folk did, uh, to make a better life for them and their family, and so this amazing family unit that grew up in the inner city of Detroit, with a bit of a struggle, right? But I'm so grateful for it, all of the experiences. So just looking at very formative, that my high school experience, all of my schooling experience is formative, but certainly my high school experience, I had some very powerful things that happened that had me to be here. When I look now, it's crazy, right? To be the class president, to give a farewell speech, and to have, so that's leadership, that's speaking public forum. So it's all of these indicators of what's to come. You don't know it while you're doing it. I'm just thinking, well, I could do it. Like, what made me think that I could do it? Papa's hand is amazing. We can see the themes. Hey, Letitia, welcome, honey. We can see the themes. to fast forward to, meeting my sweetheart, marrying. We just celebrated our 40th anniversary last week, I believe. And I don't keep track of it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we've been together since I was 15. He was 17. It just feels like water, swimming, fish. It just feels normal. So yeah. But so fast forward to my church community, which is my family. 33 years. We're going on our 34th year. My son was 18 months when we joined, right? To so many other communities. Wayne County Community College, where I went and retired, Ashland Theological Seminary, Spring Arbor University. All of these very pivotal, transformative moments, experiences, places, people, things, situations that help to continue to refine and bring forth what Papa intended for me. Look, so it's a part of my rhythm to all of this, going forward, retirement, MTM, community motivation, motivating the masses, to Susie Carter's community. All of those things have been extremely formative in me becoming. And so what am I saying? I was sitting here contemplating this morning as I was just up, meditation, preparing, always recalibrating. And I was just thinking about our rhythm is beautiful. It gets tainted and colored and diminished when we're comparing it to other people's rhythm, when we're judging our rhythm. But if you would lean into the uniqueness that is you and make your way through the noise, make your way through the muck, make your way through the things that you compare, contrast, like, don't like, this, that, and the other, and just get into the flow that is you. Take a deep breath and relax into the beauty that is you, beloved. To the unique gift that is you. You get a different feel from it. We stop the fighting, the wrestling. We stop tap into that which is you. You'll hear amazing insights about where you are, where you're going, how to get there, right? You will lean into the gift that is you. Your rhythm is beautiful, but you have to believe it. Because if you don't, you'll reject it. So I'm going to talk about, I was sitting here thinking about the Self-Love Queen's Adventure. And it was because I leaned into, tapped into the stream that is uniquely mine, the rhythm that is uniquely mine, me and Papa doing this co-creative dance. And out of it came this amazing, life-giving event. I have to live from a glass half full. I have to, because the opposite for me is too much. It's too much. It could take me out. And so out of desperation, I became a half glass full. Out of life, the realness of life being way too much, I became a positive person. Like me leaning into the positive was what it take for me to live, right? This wasn't something that I'm just happy go lucky da da da. Nah, maybe I was like in early childhood. Maybe I was before realness came. I don't know, but I remember early days contemplating Like, I remember being 3 years old watching the National Guard walk down Gothy, my street that I lived on, in this, order that was impeccable. But I felt that at 3, peering out. It was after the riots, right? I felt that peering out from the bars, the wooden bars that was our porch. I felt that. Like, I remember that. And so early on, realness and the weight of life, I noticed. So, what am I saying? I had to become in order to lift. I had to become in order to lift a glass half full. So the weight of the realness of life wouldn't just, snuff me, pressure me down. So what does this have to do with the Queen's Adventure? The Queen's Adventure is for women who are ready to cultivate love for all of her parts, to honor her soul's cry courageously, to experience jubilance with sister interactions, to build muscles for celebrating her, herself, and her sister, and to gain tools for sustaining the transformation. When Papa gave me the idea of bringing women together, that's not a new idea. Many people do it. Mine could not be about what wasn't working, how to dig up the stuff, how to work through your issues, it just couldn't be, because that's not my elixir. That's not my superpower. That's not my approach. It's not my, it's not what works for me. I need to know what is working, what we can do. How are you already powerful? What is it that works for you? Where can we go? How can we leverage? What can you focus on that will give you life? That's my go-to every time, because it's what I need. Because if I focus on what isn't working, who shot John, why this is the problem, what we gonna do now, how we go, it's too much for me. Some people need to do that. I don't. I'm just coming back full circle. I see now why I was a cheerleader. I see now why, right? Papa needed me to be that. We can do it. Let's make it happen. 5 more yards. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right? I see now why, right? He brought pom poms back into my life through the brilliance of Janae Barkley. I see now why he did that. The dots, connecting the dots. Beloved, boo, connect your dots. Go back and connect your dots and see the messages that Papa is trying to get you to see so loudly. Connect your dots. Connect your dots. I have to be a cheerleader for me first, so I can then overflow to be a cheerleader for you. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the pom-poms. I'm here for telling you that there's brilliance and amazingness in you, and that you've got a drum beat all your own that's beautiful, a rhythm that is unique, a rhythm that is powerful, that moves to the beat of your own drums. My rhythm is beautiful. It's life-giving. It's restorative. It's compelling. So the Self-Love Queen's Adventure is that way. It's for fun, for joy, for celebrating the being that you are. Yeah, we'll tap into some stuff, but we are about being pressing. I don't know. That's not it. It's not pressing. It's not that. It is about celebrating what is and leverage from that place. That's what it's about. So it's coming up soon, and I'm amazed that Papa birthed that in me. Yeah, I am. Anyway, I love you. I really do. And I'm just very contemplative this morning. As you could tell, the mood is a little bit different because I've gotten some insights and I'm grateful for it. So I'm going to invite you to the movement. More love, please. The movement. Friday, we are going to be doing a live broadcast. It's going to be an hour long, where we are going to invite people to join the movement. Please share with your folk. If you are not already a part of the movement, $13 a month, or sponsoring a show for $150, we're going to invite you to do that live Friday for a full hour. We're going to be talking about that, adding more love into the world, right? One episode at a time. Adding more love into the world, one episode at a time. So we are looking for those of you who will call in and who will pledge your commitment to add more love into the world. And so we're looking for you to do that. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for sharing with others who have not yet made that commitment. So, so here we go. How do we do it? Let me invite you to do it today. Go to my website, drcatherineejames.com, and click on More Love, Please. And here are your steps. Make a personal commitment for yourself. Become a supporter with a recurring monthly contribution, or sponsor an episode or For the Love of It for $150. And scroll on down and you'll be able to go to the cart. And that's how we do it. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. So I will see you later on today. I'm going to come in and out periodically today in preparation for our live broadcast tomorrow. All right. I love you. See, at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I, we just don't have the right, because we're amazing anyway. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.